Well, hello folks and welcome. I'm Skye Dickenson. I'm joined by Alex Grotewohl, as I have been and will be for the entirety of this bowl season. Today we're previewing the MAACO Bowl, which will pit the Washington Huskies against this Boise State team that has been ranked for quite some time now and has grown quite accustomed to making appearances in bowl seasons. Upon first glance, it might seem lopsided. This Washington team coming in at 7-5 and Boise State at 10-2. Boise State's a 6-point favorite. The over/under's 46. Go ahead and let you start us off here, my man. How do you see this one breaking down?
Well, first of all, I would like to offer my condolences to Boise State, as year after year they seem to find themselves falling just short of a BCS bowl game.
Right.
They seem to be good enough every year, but they've managed to lose one more game than they can in order to get where they need to be. But so I think for the second year in a row they find themselves in Las Vegas. This is the story of two really great defenses. Washington allowing just over 23 points per game. Boise State, though, even better at 14.9 points per game. So this is definitely going to be a smash-mouth game. I'm counting on some turnovers. I'm counting on some sacks. And that plays into the hand of Boise, I think. Washington quarterback Keith Price was sacked 33 times this year. And this is a Broncos pass rush that is real strong. So I think that might give an advantage to Boise.
Yeah, I think it wouldn't be too difficult to break this down and end up on the side of Boise. I'm on the other side of the coin on this one. I love the Huskies in these rankings. You know, Washington is ranked 45 overall, and Boise State 25 in that range, depending on who you ask. And I think these are actually teams that are very similar. Should have the same ranking, honestly, or very close. Bishop Sankey, the Washington running back, is an absolute beast. His problem is the defenses have been able to key in on him a little too much, just because quarterback Keith Price has been too inconsistent, and like the point you made, ends up on the ground quite a bit. Here's the thing. I look at over these schedules, and Boise State's their two toughest competitors all year were a Michigan State team at the beginning of the year that they lost to, and then this Nevada team that very entertaining game that Nevada almost figured out a way to win last week. So those are the two toughest tests they've had all year, Michigan State and Nevada. You look over in this Washington schedule, it would be hard to find a more difficult schedule than that played by the Washington Huskies. This team has played LSU, Stanford, Oregon, USC. I mean, they are battle-tested, and if you take the average opponent from Boise State and the average opponent of Washington, they've been playing in completely different leagues, so I really think the Boise State team will be about the fourth or fifth best team they've played all year, and I expect Washington to perhaps be the best team this Boise State team has played all year. So I love Washington in this one, but I think you see it a little differently.
I do. Not to take anything away from Washington, but you look at that game against LSU, and they were only able to put up 3 points versus LSU's 40-something, which is not. Obviously LSU is a more than quality opponent.
Yeah, and they went into Baton Rouge early in the year. Sure,
but that's a defense that is on. Boise's on par with them, I think, in terms of their defense. They have been real good at shutting down the run all year. So I'm looking for Washington to be a little bit one-dimensional and try to force something down the field. And that's where you run into this Broncos secondary that's among the best in the nation. So I feel like anywhere Washington turns, they're going to be facing a defense that is as good as anyone that they've faced so far. Meanwhile, on the other side of the ball, Boise State is plus 18 in turnover differential. They don't give the ball away a lot. I think in order for Washington to come away with a win here, they're going to have to make some big plays and find ways to fool the Broncos defense, which not many people have been able to do over the past 5 or 6 years.
You definitely make some good points. One thing that's worth mentioning is Washington was a 17-point dog against Nebraska 2 years ago in their bowl game and beat them outright. So this is a team and a coaching staff that knows how to put things together when it counts. I suppose we will agree to disagree on this one. I got nothing but respect for Boise State and head coach Chris Peterson. I think they fall short in this one. That is my opinion. My partner here is going the other way. So take whichever side you like, folks, but lace them up tight. This should be a good one.